Hey, y'all, we're talking about fear, specifically fear of the Lord. And I wonder how many of us, again, as we've been going through this season in our nation, dealing with COVID in the world, that we're still living in fear. I'm reminded again, right behind me over here is a cross that I put up in our yard back in the spring of, when was it, 2020? Anyway, a while back. And the crazy thing about it is this became something that's kind of gone around the nation. And it all started about 40 miles south of here in Louisville, Georgia. A woman, very sweet woman, basically saw that in California, people were putting up Christmas lights. And she thought, okay, it's Easter time. Why don't we put up the one thing, the one standard that would keep us from basically being fearful of this virus? And so there became the cross, the faith over fear cross that a lot of people have in their yards. We put it up and just kind of have left it up, even though again in our nation it almost seems to be moving on past that. But here's the thing, it doesn't just apply to viruses, it applies to so many other things. And I believe that you and I know this, when we fear who God is in a loving, respectful way, we tend to not fear the things around us so much. In fact, it minimizes it to the point where it disappears because we recognize our God is sovereign. We can trust him. God's word says this in Proverbs 14:26. He who fears the Lord has a secure fortress, and for his children it will be a refuge. I want to encourage you that in the cross of Jesus Christ, we just celebrated Easter, you and I have a secure fortress. And that fortress being the God who loves us most. There's nothing we're going to be subjected to that we don't have to worry, that we basically need to worry about, because our God is going to be there with us. Doesn't mean we're not going to suffer. Doesn't mean we're not going to go through trials. But it means we have the God who loves us most to be there to walk with us, to carry us through no matter what the situation. I love you guys. My prayer today is that you'll anchor in that secure fortress, the cross of Christ, because it represents, it reflects a God who died for us and rose from the grave for us because he loves us with a passion. Let's have an amazing day, y'all. Let's live reckless for him, Jesus, the one who loves you most. Bye, y'all.